जय श्री राम, जय श्री कृष्ण, जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान। देखिए, हनुमान जी की महिमा इज डिवाइन। उनकी महिमा ना शब्दों से बखान किया नहीं जा सकता, बिकॉज वो चिरंजीवी तो है ही और वो हम सबके रक्षक हैं, राइट। तो कहते हैं ना कि जैसे ही आपने हनुमान का नाम लिया या राम का नाम लिया तो प्रभु स्वयं आ जाते हैं, राइट। एंड जब प्रभु हैं तब फिर तो चिंता की कोई बात ही नहीं है। एंड दिस इज द ब्यूटी। जब सुग्रीव से वी हैव रीच्ड उत्तरकांड, राइट, वी हैव रीच्ड उत्तरकांड, वी विटनेस्ड द ग्लोरी ऑफ coronation of Sri Ram, and then we saw how beautiful Ayodhya had become. देखिए, जिस हृदय में प्रभु रहने लग जाते हैं ना, in that heart where the Lord resides, there is joy and bliss forever. Nothing happening around and about can disturb the peace, right? वो द्वंद्व खत्म हो जाता है, युद्ध खत्म हो जाता है, right? अयोध्या, ना वहाँ पे युद्ध होता है, ना कोई उनसे युद्ध जीत सकता है, राइट। देयर इज दिस डिवाइन इटर्नल पीस दैट रिसाइड्स वेयर राम इज, एंड दैट वाज द स्टेट ऑफ अयोध्या वी विटनेस्ड, राइट। इतना सुंदर, इतना प्यारा। जैसे हम बच्चों से पूछते हैं ना, कभी खुशी को नाचते हुए देखा है? अयोध्या वासी बोलेंगे हाँ हाँ हमने देखा है, हमने खुशी को नाचते देखा है। एंड अयोध्या वासी ही नहीं, जिसके मन में प्रभु रमते हैं वो हर पल खुशी को ही नाचते हुए देखती है, उनको और कुछ दिखता ही नहीं है, राइट। तो यही थी स्थिति ऑफ अयोध्या। कहते हैं ना, चाहे कितनी भी घनघोर रात आए, नो मैटर हाउ डार्क द नाइट इज, पेशेंस, धीरज, धैर्य, सवेरा तो होगा ही ना, राइट। अंधेरा तो रहता नहीं है, राइट, सवेरा तो होगा ही। तो जहां धूप है वहां छांव तो आएगी ही, राइट। एंड जहां राम है वहां हनुमान तो होंगे ही। इट इज एज सिंपल एज दैट। सो अयोध्या हैड सीन इट्स शेयर ऑफ कैलामिटीज, बट नाउ श्री राम हैड कम बैक, राइट। अब राम कहाँ से आएंगे? कहीं प्रभु जाते ही नहीं तो आएंगे कहाँ से, राइट। तो वी हैड डिस्कस्ड, राइट, कि प्रभु प्रकट होते हैं, भय प्रकट कृपाला दीन दयाला कौशल्या हितकारी। तो प्रकट होते हैं बिकॉज ही इज देयर विद अस ऑलवेज, बट द थिंग इज वी लूज साइट ऑफ हिम। एंड व्हेन द क्लेंसिंग हैपेंस, राइट, आफ्टर अ लॉट ऑफ तप, प्रोबेबली आफ्टर अ लॉट ऑफ ऑर्डियल्स, व्हेन हम लोग वी स्टिल होल्ड ऑन टू आवर भक्ति, आफ्टर वन लेयर आफ्टर अनदर, व्हेन द क्लेंसिंग हैपेंस, that light in us which is ever shining, right, that light in us which is ever shining, which has been covered with a lot of veils, काम, क्रोध, मद, कहते हैं ना, सारी असुरी संपदा से हम लिपटे हुए रहते हैं। एक 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 करके जब हम हटाते हैं तो वो चमकती भी नजर आती है। उसकी लौ कभी बुझी ही नहीं थी। इट हैड नेवर डिम्ड इट्स लाइट, इट वॉज ऑलवेज ब्राइट एंड शाइनिंग, इट वॉज जस्ट कवर्ड, राइट। So in Ayodhya also the feeling was as if somebody had removed that veil, and now it was all glowing and shining with Ram and Sita and Hanuman in their seva. And जहाँ पे राम सीता का वास हो, right, और हनुमान सेवा में लगे हों, वो दिल कैसा हो सकता है? सोचिए। We do not need much in life, right? But when we have everything devoid of bhakti, it is useless. So we do not need much in life, but we definitely need devotion. We definitely need bhakti. और देखना, जिस हृदय में भक्ति नहीं है ना, वो विचलित हो जाता है। Where there is no surrender, then what happens? Unease, agony, anxiety. But when there is total surrender, as we talked about it, right, कि जब एक बच्चे को माँ उछालती है तो हंसता है जोर से, क्योंकि उसको पता है माँ ने फेंका नहीं है, माँ ने उछाला है, माँ पकड़ लेगी, राइट। पर जिसको विश्वास नहीं हो ना, जिस कई कई होते हैं ना, जिन बच्चों को विश्वास नहीं होता, उनको उछालो तो रोने लग जाते कि क्या पता पकड़ेंगे या नहीं पकड़ेंगे। अरे माँ कैसे छोड़ देगी? माँ तो पकड़ेगी ही पकड़ेगी। इट इज इम्पॉसिबल कि माँ के हाथ से चूक हो जाए, राइट? कुछ भी हो सकता है, माँ के हाथ से चूक नहीं हो सकती, और भगवान हमारी माँ है, राइट? वो कभी साथ छोड़ते ही नहीं है। सो दिस वॉज द फीलिंग दैट द अयोध्या वासीज वर रेवलिंग विथ। जहां प्रभु का वास हो ना, वहां हर पल, हर क्षण, मतलब इट इज लाइक एवरी मिनट, हर पल, हर क्षण, वहां पे क्या है? सुकून है, शांति है, संतोष है। क्योंकि राम के साथ में माँ सीता है ना, और वी ऑलवेज से, राइट, माँ सीता इज संतोष की देवी। एंड हम लोग, द आयरनी इज वी आर ऑलवेज चेसिंग माया. We forget to look at Mayapati, right? When we reach out to Mayapati, माया अपने आप ही वश में आ जाएगी. हमें माया को वश में नहीं करना, राइट? हमें संतोष के पीछे नहीं भागना है, भागना तो प्रभु के पीछे. संतोष आप ही आ जाएगा. So this was the state, it is very difficult to even imagine the state of Ayodhya at that time. कहते हैं ना राम राज्य था, राम राज्य था. We are the Tulsi Baba has described Ram Rajya so beautifully. We'll take it in the next session. But that kind of a Ram Rajya defies our imagination. कि ऐसा हो भी सकता है क्या? ऐसा राज्य हो सकता है क्या? ऐसा राजा हो सकता है क्या? ऐसी शांति हो सकती है क्या? ऐसा सुकून हो सकता है क्या? सबके हित की चिंता हो सकती है क्या? कोई निर्धन ना हो, ऐसा हो सकता है क्या? हुआ था. हमारे राम राज्य में ऐसा ही होता था, राइट? ऐसे ही थोड़ी भी से कि राम राज्य एंड द एंटायर एफर्ट इज टू ब्रिंग राम राज्य बैक. इज इट पॉसिबल? हु सेड इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल? पहले हम अंदर राम राज्य लाएंगे तो बाहर राम राज्य आप आ जाएगा, राइट? वन पर्सन एट अ टाइम, वन मी एंड वन यू एट अ टाइम, right? So this was the state of Ayodhya, so beautiful. And it is said that in Ayodhya at that time, even the sun and the moon along with all the stars were shining together. All the chariots of all the devas had descended. No sage had left his absence. कहते हैं temporarily अगस्त्य मुनि भी आके खड़े हो गए थे, क्योंकि normally he's supposed to be at Vindhyachal, right? To balance the earth. We know this story, right? जब पार्वती और शिव जी का विवाह हुआ था, तब सारे देव कैलाश पहुंच गए थे, right? No, हिमावान के वहां पहुंच गए थे, हिमालय पहुंच गए थे. So there was a great imbalance because everybody had reached there. So the earth started tilting, the universe started tilting, the creation started tilting. तो उस समय रिक्वेस्ट किया गया कि अगस्त्य मुनि आप जाके विंध्याचल पर्वत पे बैठ जाओ. See, look at that glory of Agastya Muni, कि आप वहां बैठोगे तो you will balance the weight of the entire devs, where Vishnu and Shivji and Brahma ji खड़े थे, along with all the deities, along with all the sages. So he obliged. He missed the wedding, or probably he must have seen it with his Divya Chakshu, and he went to Vindhyachal mountain. But I am assuming today कि जब अयोध्या का ये state है, तो गुरु अगस्त्य also could not have resisted and he would have come too. God knows, probably प्रभु ही फिर सृष्टि को बैलेंस कर रहे थे, right? And the glory was, it is said that the entire skies were covered with chariots. Celestial flowers were being thrown. We saw the coronation happen. And when such things are happening, everybody wants to offer something at the feet of the Lord. पता है कई बार क्या होता है ना, when we get totally overwhelmed, words don't come out, right? हम तभी बोल पाते हैं जब तक we don't get overwhelmed with bliss. The minute we get overwhelmed na, the heart, the throat gets choked and only the tears speak. होता है या नहीं होता है? जब हम आरती गा रहे होते हैं या भजन गा रहे होते हैं या कुछ पाठ भी पढ़ रहे होते हैं, the minute the connections happen na, the voice stops. जब तक voice है तब तक कनेक्शन पूरा हुआ नहीं है. क्योंकि कई बार ऐसा होता है ना, कहते हैं इन श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण, वी विल स्टार्ट इट सून गॉड विलिंग, वी हैड लेफ्ट इट मिडवे, वहां पे राधा रानी का नाम कहीं भी नहीं है. व्हाई? Radha Rani, Radha, because she is the beloved guru of Shukdev ji. And unne bola ki the minute I'll take her name, I won't be able to talk anymore. So we'll see when we look at the Dasham Skand, क्योंकि अभी तक in the initial 9 skands that we did, Radha Rani का नाम नहीं आया था. Dasham Skand is full Krishna Leela. Is it possible to avoid Radha Rani का नाम in Krishna Leela? I don't know. We'll see, but that is what they say, कि he could not take the name because he would get so overwhelmed that he would not be able to go on. So that is, and this is the state of everybody who is standing there at Ayodhya. There are tears in their eyes, but no words to speak with. Right? कहते हैं ना कि जब ध्रुव से, in Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran only, when Dhruv did a lot of tapas, and finally when Lord came, he had so much to talk to the Lord about, but कहते हैं चुप्पी लग गई. He could not talk. There was nothing that he could utter. He was in so much of bliss. And at that time the Lord touched him with his conch. And then stutis started flowing without his knowledge. जो हम ये स्तुतियां चैंट करते हैं ना, चाहे वो ललिता सहस्त्र नाम हो, विष्णु सहस्त्र नाम हो, वो किसी के हृदय से निकली हैं. राइट? एंड दैट इज समथिंग, राइट? किसी के हृदय से निकली हैं. फ्रॉम द हार्ट दे चैंटेड इट आउट. राइट? एंड नाउ दे आर हेल्पिंग अस गो बैक टू आवर हार्ट, ताकि कभी ना कभी, कहीं ना कहीं, किसी ना किसी दिन हमारे मुंह से भी कोई ऐसी स्तुति निकल जाए. दैट इज द ऑब्जेक्टिव. इट इज नेवर द एंड, इट इज द मीन्स टू द एंड. सो यहां पे भी ना, in Ramcharitramanas there are beautiful stutis, because when everybody is glorifying the Lord, how could the Veds miss out? How could Shivji miss out? How could anybody miss out? So कहते हैं कि everybody descended. Everybody chanted the Lord's glories. Everybody stayed for many months. Everybody was gifted, and finally we saw how everybody was asked to leave, barring Hanumanji, right? Because Hanumanji requested and he came back. And Sugriv ji realized कि अब राम भक्त को राम से अलग नहीं किया जा सकता. And he gave Hanuman ji, the humble, sweet Hanuman ji, जो जाके सुग्रीव से परमिशन ले ले कि मैं राम जी की सेवा कर लूं क्या. And we realize कि भक्त ऐसा होता है, कहीं भी अभिमान नहीं, कभी भी अहंकार नहीं. That feeling that I am ही नहीं. दासों का दास, दासों के दासों के दासों का दास होता है भक्त. Right? And if that state is not coming, the chanting of Hanumanji does not work. Because वो हनुमान है. Where there is no मान, वहां है हनुमान. अगर हृदय में मान है तो वहां हनुमान नहीं है. जब मान होता है ना, ईगो की हानि, ईगो खत्म होता है ना, तब हनुमान का अवतरण होता है हमारे हृदय में. So now Hanuman is there. बिकॉज वहां पे अब अयोध्या में किसी को कोई तरह का मान नहीं है. वेन विल गॉड टेक अ प्लेस इन आवर हार्ट? व्हेन देयर इज नो ईगो. कहते हैं ना, मैन माइनस ईगो इज इक्वल टू गॉड. चाहे वो गुड ईगो है या बैड ईगो. वी हैव ऑलवेज डिस्कस बैड ईगो वेरी easy to overcome because we know it is bad. Good ego very difficult to overcome because we feel it is good to have. Right? कहते हैं ना कि हाँ मैं तो बड़ा भक्त हूं, मैं तो बड़े कीर्तन करता हूं, मैं करता हूं, मतलब ईगो. पता है आपको, दिस इज द रियलिटी ऑफ आवर लाइफ. हम कुछ नहीं करते. वी डोंट डू एनीथिंग विदाउट हिज परमिशन. वी आर अनएबल टू इवन स्पीक, इवन गेट अप, इवन मूव अ लीफ. इवन द थॉट्स दैट आर कमिंग टू आवर माइंड आर थ्रू हिज कृपा. द वर्ड्स दैट आर फ्लोइंग आर थ्रू हिज कृपा. हम कौन? आप हाथ में 10,000 रुपए लेके घूम लीजिए, कोई आपको लेने वाला नहीं मिलेगा अगर उसकी इच्छा नहीं हो कि आप दाता बने. दैट इज द रियलिटी. करता हम नहीं है. एंड दैट इज दैट रियलिटी दैट सैंक इन द हार्ट्स ऑफ ऑल द अयोध्या वासीज. दैट इज व्हाई द लॉर्ड टुक हिज प्लेस बैक. एंड दे डिड अ लॉट ऑफ तपस्या. 14 साल प्रभु वनवास में थे तो 14 साल उनने भी पूरी तपस्या की. राइट? तभी राम वापस आए ना, नहीं तो नहीं आते. सी, टू स्टार्ट विथ वी ऑल हैव द लॉर्ड इन आवर हार्ट. बच्चे के हृदय में भगवान होता ही है. कहते हैं ना, इसी के लिए मासूम होता है. हर बच्चा प्यारा लगता है. irrespective of anything that is happening, irrespective of where the child is from, a true mother's heart will cry if the child is not safe. चाहे वो किसी का भी बच्चा क्यों नहीं, क्योंकि उस बच्चे में भगवान दिखता है, राइट? मासूम है बच्चा. But what happens is, as we grow old, through the conditioning and through the exposures, our innocence is lost. हम प्रभु को ढकते जाते और हमें लगता है प्रभु है ही नहीं. तो अयोध्या वासी ने बहुत धीरे करके प्रभु को भीतर वापस बुला लिया. And everybody is singing his stuti, everybody is dancing. So too, the Veds and Shivji could not be left behind. जब सब लोगों का जाने का समय आ गया तो प्रभु शिवजी और वेद दोनों उतर के आ गए कि हमें भी, how can we stay away? We also want to meet. वेद है ना हमारे, जो 4 वेद है, right? So they came. It is only one Ved which was divided into many for our better understanding. So the Veds came down and there is this stuti, which I have sent it also. Instead of reading the entire, we'll try to understand the meaning, because the meaning is like a gist of the Vedanta, right? So ये कहते हैं जय जय सगुन निर्गुण. This is how it will go. जय सगुन निर्गुण रूप रूप अनूप भूप शिरोमणि 10 कंधरादि प्रचंड निश्चर प्रबल खल भुज बल हने. So this is how it goes. But what is it saying actually? जब वेद आए and they stood in front of the Lord with their hands joined, right? कि उनको भी स्तुति करनी है. अब राजा राम बने हैं, अपने सिंहासन पे बैठे हैं, तो you know it's like an offering that the Veds wanted to make. And we have realized, right, कि प्रभु कहाँ से आए थे? That we have already discussed. किस विष्णु के अवतार थे? क्या वो was it the Vishnu in the causal ocean, या गर्भोदक्षयी विष्णु थे, या जो विष्णु हमारे हृदय में रहते हैं, या शीश सागर वाले विष्णु थे, या उसके भी परे कोई विष्णु थे? क्योंकि बार बार कहा जाता है कि वो जो साक्षात एक एनर्जी है ना, जो अनेक रूप ले लेती है, जिसका आदि मध्य अंत नहीं है, वो राम बन के नीचे उतर आए थे, राइट? दैट डिवाइन had taken a form and he was here. So the Veds also wanted to sing his glory. Who is going to miss the chance to do and sing stuti for the Lord? So when they started singing beautifully, it is like a gist over here. So they said, Hail, right? जो अभी शुरू की 2 लाइनें हमने गाई है. Hail, crest jewel of the kings, है ना? Incomparable is your beauty. आज प्रभु से सुंदर कोई हो सकता है क्या? Right? And see, beauty is which is felt through the heart. Eyes can be deceiving. True beauty is felt. True beauty is always felt, it is not seen. आंखों का क्या? Right? So he's saying incomparable is your beauty. And you just transcend the Maya. Maya को काट देते हो, Maya के परे हो प्रभु. Right? And her attributes. Maya and all the elements that make Maya cannot touch you. You are beyond that. That is what they are glorifying Sri Ram as, right? You possess innumerable divine attributes. It is impossible to describe the glories of the Lord. हम बोलते हैं ना, उनमें इतने सर्वगुण संपन्न, इतनी कलाएं हैं, हम कला नहीं गिन सकते प्रभु की. So when somebody starts explaining, okay, the Lord looks like this, he is this, these are the qualities, and then you say, okay, now I understand the Lord, then they'll start saying, no. But he is not this, but he is not this. So neti, ye bhi, karte, he's saying it's beyond. Now the Veds are saying कि it is impossible for us, the Veds, हमारे जो मूल ग्रंथ है वो वेद है, right? तो वो बोल रहे हैं कि हम तक आपकी glory, we do not know how divine you are. It is impossible to sing your glories from our mouths, the Veds. तो हम क्या हैं? मतलब जब प्रभु की कहते हैं ना, प्रभु की गाथा ये ग्रंथ ही नहीं गा सकते, तो हम कौन है? And we all know, right? The Veds are alive, the Ramcharitramanas is alive, our Bhagavad is alive. These are all our scriptures are living, right? These are not stool, they are actually alive. So you killed, and again they are singing, you killed by your arm the mighty wicked demon, the 10-headed monster Ravan. एक तो उन्होंने रावण को मार दिया, एक अंदर के जो सारे विकार हैं, एन नंबर ऑफ विकार्स, जो हम लोग कई बार तो कहते हैं काम, क्रोध, मद, मोह, मात्सर्य, अहंकार, राइट, ऑल दोज विकार, ऑल द 10-headed monster you destroyed. एंड इसको एक और तरह से सोचिए आप, कि हम लोग कभी बोलते हैं ना कि आई हैव बीन ट्राइंग, आई हैव बीन एबल टू डू दिस, सब कृपा से होता है, ये सुख साधन से नहीं होए, राइट, तुमरी कृपा पाए कोई कोई। ये हम लोग सोचते हैं ना, वी आर एबल टू कॉन्कर आवर वाइसेस थ्रू आवर एफर्ट्स, नो, पर एफर्ट करना पड़ेगा, एफर्ट हैज टू बी डन, बट आर वी एबल टू कॉन्कर ऑल द वाइसेस थ्रू आवर एफर्ट्स? नो। ये सुख क्या होता है? व्हेन ऑल द वाइसेस एंड द डिजायर्स एंड द नेगेटिविटी इज गॉन, फिर तो सुख ही सुख है ना, शांति है, राइट। जहां ताप नहीं है वहां शांति है। we'll talk about ताप also because they're going to talk about it. So he said, you by your grace Ravan went away. by your grace हमारे अंदर के विकार खत्म हो जाए प्रभु। हम तो कुछ नहीं कर सकते, हमें कुछ आता ही नहीं है, ना धर्म आता है, ना वेद आते हैं, ना ग्रंथ आता है, ना आसन में बैठा जाता है, आता क्या है? तामस शरीर है। रावण ऑल्सो सेड दैट, इफ यू रिमेंबर, when he realized, he analyzed कि अच्छा, this whatever he has done, त्रिसरा को मारा, all that, खरदूषण को मारा, ये साधारण व्यक्ति तो नहीं हो सकते। अगर प्रभु हैं तो दिस इज द राइट अपॉर्चुनिटी, लेट्स ब्रिंग हिम हियर, ही विल गिव मोक्ष टू मी एंड एवरीबडी इन माय सिटी, बिकॉज ये सुख साधन से नहीं होगा, मेरे में तो इतनी क्षमता ही नहीं है कि मैं मोक्ष की प्राप्ति कर सकूं। प्रभु आपकी कृपा से जो होगा, मुझसे तो नहीं होगा, राइट। सो रावण को आपने मारा। हमेशा वेन एवर वी आर एबल टू अकम्प्लिश समथिंग इन लाइफ, वी आर नहीं, प्रभु थैंक यू, आपकी कृपा, आपने कर दिया, आपसे हो गया, राइट, मैं कौन? सो ही सिंग, you and the Veds are singing this, and now you have appeared in a human form, right? You crushed the armies that constituted the burden on earth. उस समय situation, उस समय भी ऐसा था कि त्राही रावण had created havoc, शांति से किसी को रहने नहीं दे रहा था। तब उनने जाके देवता ने बोला था कि प्रभु अब तो आ जाओ, इट इज इट। कहते हैं ना, जब अधर्म अपनी सीमा पार कर लेता है तब प्रभु आते हैं, राइट। दैट इज इट, द त्राही, दैट इज, एंड यू वंडर क्यों, ये सब क्यों, क्या हो रहा है? सो वही सिचुएशन थी, उस सिचुएशन में जब इतनी तकलीफ थी, when we called out, you came and you took a human form and you came to save us, right? So they are singing glories to that Lord. You are merciful, you are the protector, right? प्रभु आप दयावान है, प्रभु इतनी दयालु होते हैं, it is beyond our words, आप just turn to him with an eye. One tear in your eye is enough to just for him to run and just embrace you and hold you and make sure you are secure. पर वो जो आंसू आंखों से नहीं, दिल से निकलना चाहिए। आंखों के आंसू तो बहुत सुपरफिशियल होते हैं, राइट? एंड देन subject to your relentless maya. And what is the cause of all this agony, right? What is the cause of all this trahi that is going on all around us? Maya. सब माया के पीछे भाग रहे हैं ना, सीधी सी बात है, इट इज ऑल माया। वेद बता रहे हैं हमें, दिस इज द जिस्ट ऑफ ऑल दी वेद्स, इतनी किताबें हैं, एंड तुलसी बाबा इज टेलिंग अस इन अ पैराग्राफ, ही इज सेइंग सब्जेक्ट टू योर रिलेंटलेस माया ओ हरि, गॉड्स एंड डीमंस, नाग्स एंड ह्यूमंस, all animated and inanimated beings wander from numberless days and night in path of this impelled, path of this metapsychosis, impelled by time, karma, guna. ये सीधी सी बात ये बोल रहे हैं, because of your maya, right? हम भी तो we also run after maya. Some people run out of big maya, right? Because they have big powers, तो big maya की डिमांड होती है। हम छोटी पावर होती है तो छोटी माया की डिमांड होती है। कर तो सब कुछ, everybody is doing the same thing. Everybody is chasing maya only. Whether we look at those people or us, nobody is free, huh? कहते हैं ना, some are big liars and some are small liars. The victory always is of the bigger liar when the battle is between a lie and a small lie and a big lie. But when the battle is of truth and a lie, the truth will win. हम हार इसके लिए रहे हैं कि वो लोग बड़ी माया का खेल खेल रहे हैं, हम छोटी माया का खेल खेलते हैं। ताप क्यों है, परेशानी क्यों है, बड़ी माया का खेल खेल रहे हैं, हम छोटी माया के पीछे भागते हैं, राइट? सो दैट इज द ओनली डिफरेंस. सो ही इज सेइंग बिकॉज ऑफ यू एवरीबडी इज इन्फ्लिक्टेड. नागलोक में, पाताल लोक में, एवरीवेयर एवरीबडी इज बीन engulfed. There is an enchantment on all of us of your Maya. ठीक है, माया किसकी? आपकी. And what is the problem because of that? We are going from one birth to another birth, one birth to another birth. This Atma, जो हमारी soul है, that is me. ना तो this शरीर is me, ना this thought is me, ना these words are me. तो this Atma is tired. कि अब खत्म करो ये खेल. कब तक योनि, one species after another, one body after another, one situation after another. Who? Why? And they are saying the only way is to turn to you. And time, karma, we are suffering because of our karma, we say. Gunas, what are the gunas? Sattva gun, rajo gun, tamo gun, right? See, no matter what, we'll say कि we will be able to remove the tamas, right? Tamasic tendencies. A simple example where we are going to hit somebody, want to destroy somebody, that's tamasic tendency. Rajasic tendency is without harming anybody, we want to excel. हमें ये चाहिए, हमें वो चाहिए. And sattvic tendency कि हमें प्रभु चाहिए. But all these three are also gunas. So where do we have to go? We have to move beyond these gunas. सत्व रजस तमस के आगे गुणातीत अवस्था में प्रभु मिलते हैं. And the example we always give is the sui, right? Yes. When the thorn goes in, we use the needle, right? The thorn could be tamas and rajas, and we use the needle of sattva to remove tamas and rajas. Kirtan, bhajan. एक समय ऐसा आना चाहिए कि everything else, even sattva, it is like a boat you use to cross. And when you have crossed, you have to get off the boat, right? Problem क्या है, हम पूरी जिंदगी उस बोट पे ही बैठे रहते हैं. एक पार से दूसरे पार आ गए, अब प्रभु बोलेंगे उतरो तो सही, तो मैं तुम्हें वापस नहीं भेजूं, नहीं तो उस बोट पे ही हम घूमते रहते हैं. We go to the shore of sattva, tamasic and rajasic tendencies. We use the boat of sattva to cross the ocean. We come to the other side, but we do not want to get off. उसको छोड़ना पड़ेगा ना कहीं. We have to leave that boat of sattva. So he is saying, and karma, destiny. See, karma binds us only when we feel that we are the doers. But the minute this realization dawns कि I am this Atman, I am this soul, ये जो body है ना, ये भी मेरी नहीं है, ये thoughts भी मेरे नहीं है, everything has been implanted, seeded, सब कुछ ही, I am different from even this body. तो जब ये शरीर ही मेरा नहीं है, these thoughts are not mine, तो फिर और कुछ भी मेरा नहीं है, right? And when I'm not doing anything, I'm not the karta, what is karma? Until we feel we are the doers, we are going to get on going around this cycle. So very beautifully the Veds are saying only you. And time is a notion. देखिए, time is a perception. खुशी में बहुत जल्दी निकलता है, और वही जब दुख होता है तब it is all here. It is all here. And how do we get freed of these three? Through Hari Chintan. It is only your grace that can help us cross the ocean of mundane existence. Those, O Lord, whom you ever regard with compassion have been rid of these threefold afflictions. And जब प्रभु आपकी कृपा होती है ना, ये जो तीन ताप है ना, आदि देविक, आदि भौतिक, आध्यात्मिक. Now what are these तीन ताप्स? आदि देविक are the natural calamities, right? All these natural calamities that we see. Not wars. Wars are not natural calamities. They are inflicted by stupid humans. है ना? Floods and all this planetary conditions and everything that is happening is Adi Devik. Adi Bhautik is the mayhem that is being caused by people and animals and whatever. Animals तो बेचारे कुछ खास करते नहीं आजकल. इंसान ही सबसे बड़ा जानवर हो गया. That is another thing. So that is Adi Bhautik, right? And Adhyatmik. In spite of what is happening outside, the major trauma that is being caused is me, the trauma that I caused to myself, the body and mind, right? See, no situation outside can affect me till I let it affect me. Adi Bhautik situations, things being caused by stupid humans, is not in my control. I'm sorry to use the word. But things that are being caused by these devas also, floods and all, not in my control. But Adhyatmik kasht mere haath mein hai na, Prabhu. If your kripa is there, irrespective of what is happening around, there will be no infliction of agony in me. Situations are situations. What the devas give us and what other humans gives us, we cannot change, right? But we can control our reaction to the situation. We can control our mental peace. Or yet, let's say, Prabhu, help us to remain calm in this situation of calamity. Only you can do it, and I surrender. So those are that is what the Veds are saying. I surrender, we surrender, because you are the only one who can free us from these threefold afflictions, right? Tapatraya, teen tap. And then finally, what are the Veds saying? We'll go a little slow because these are very important. We adore you, right? And we adore you, Prabhu. And who are intoxicated people? And we see nowadays it is very evident around us. Intoxicated with pride of wisdom. कहते हैं ना, it is very dangerous. For a person, it is knowledge, and not knowing is not dangerous. But a person who does not know and feels he knows everything is very dangerous. Right? कहते हैं ना, so intoxicated with pride of wisdom. They who respect not devotion to you, which takes away the fear of transmigration, may climb up the ranks which even God find difficult to attain. So, the people who have pride of wisdom are very dangerous, right? And they, all these people, they have a lot of fear inside them. Hamesha yaad rakhna, the people who inflict pain on others, are very fearful inside. और जिसको डर नहीं है ना, वो कभी किसी को डराएगा नहीं. तो डरना मत. क्या डरना? They are bloody darpoke people. Okay. Yet, oh Hari, we see them fall from it, right? On the other hand, they who have abandoned all other hopes and with unqualified faith choose to remain your servant, easily cross the ocean of transmigration by merely repeating your name. He says, Kalyug mein naam aadhar, sumir sumir nar utre hi par. There is no intoxication of pride of wisdom. There is no intoxication of anything. The only intoxication is of your devotion, and the only sahara, only support is your name. And those are the people who will be able to cross this ocean of mundane existence, where there is this repeated cycle of life and death, life and death, life and death. Kisko chahiye ye? Kisi ko nahi chahiye. Matlab what? Punarapi maranam, punarapi jananam, punarapi janani jatare shayanam. कहते हैं ना कि ये संसार बहुत दुस्तार, कृपया पाही पार निकाल. It is a Bhajgovinda में हमने बहुत सुंदर लिखा हुआ है, but this is the meaning. It is for this reason, O Lord, that we particularly invoke you. So why do we want to invoke the Lord? Do we want to invoke the Lord? Veds are telling us why the Lord has to be invoked. हम लोग कई बार बोलते हैं ना कि ये करोगे तो ये मिलेगा, वो करोगे तो वो मिलेगा. The Veds are saying we are not for that. Yes, temporarily you might say कि ठीक है, I want this, कर्म कांड होता है, ज्ञान कांड होता है, पर ना तो कर्म कांड ना ज्ञान कांड. Wherever in our scriptures we are invoking the Lord, it is not for material benefit. It could be the side effect, but main invocation is for the Lord, to get the Lord. For devotion, to get devotion. That is the core purpose of our Veds and our scriptures, which are derived from the Veds. O Mukund, O Ram, O Lord Ram, we ever adore your lotus feet. Pata hai, in spite of all the knowledge, in spite of all the gyan, it is very simple. Hari Charan ki bhakti. So Veds are saying everything is good, Rig Ved, Yajur Ved, Sam Ved, Athar Ved, pado. But the crux is adore the feet of the Lord. Sharanagati, right? Which are worthy of your adoration to even Lord Shiv and the unborn Brahma, right? The touch of whose blessed dust. And now the Veds are saying, these feet redeemed Ahilya also, right? Not even the feet, the dust turned Ahilya into Ahilya again from stone. And we heard the story in depth. Ki kaise he redeemed Ahilya. And when he took the Vaman avatar, they go on to say, when you took the Vaman avatar, and when you asked for, the 3 footsteps of land, and when you increased your size, when you said first step, पूरा संसार नाप लिया. Second step, he put up, and the entire Srishti which was beyond the earth and the tangible was covered. And that time कहते the small finger pierced the skies, and through which Shri Ma Ganga came out. Right? So this is the description he is giving. Ki from whose nail flowed the heavenly stream Ganga, which is revered even by the sages in all the three spheres. Ganga is the river which is revered in Patal Lok, in Swarglok, and all the Mediterranean, all the transitionary loks and earth also. All the lokas, Ganga is worshipped, revered, and her stream is there. And what is he saying? And soul of which, while brimming the mark, and unke पैर में क्या है? The mark of a प्रभु के पैर में क्या है? Flag, thunderbolt, goat, and lotus. Those are the marks. And look at the Veds. And पहले तो यही marks थे when you were born. फिर वनवास हुआ प्रभु. You had to go to the jungle and you had to walk without any paduka. So along with these 4 marks, what we see now are the marks of the pricks and the scratches. कभी कहीं कांटा लगा होगा आपके पैर में, कभी कहीं घाव लगा होगा, तो देखिए वो निशान बन गए. तो it is like these 4 marks and so many stars, so many little scratches, so many wounds that have healed now, which are visible on your leg. And that is the feet which I adore, the feet of my Lord, who walked the path, who showed the path, who got injured and there was pain, but yet he did not let bitterness come in. That is the challenge. No matter what happens, get better through ordeals, not bitter. And that is why these feet we want to bow down to. These are what the Veds are saying. And then what he says, you as the tree of the universe. Now this is very beautiful. We had sent this. We'll briefly take it. And this is covered in chapter 15 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita in great detail. That upside down tree. Right? So now what is he saying? Who are you? We adore you as what? As the tree of the universe. Now the tree of the universe does not derive the nectar from down like all the other trees we see. It is upside down. Right? इसीलिए हम हमेशा प्यासे हैं, because what is the problem is we are looking for water here. The minute we connect to the Lord and divine our energy, just like this upside down tree, which does not want anything from here, the energy is coming from there. So who are you, Lord? You are the tree where the roots are up and the branches are falling down. Hota hai na? Chapter 15 is totally all about this. You as the tree of the universe, which as the Veds and Tantras declare, have its roots in the unmanifest Brahm. प्रभु है ना, that source of energy, that divine, जिसका आदि मध्य अंत नहीं है, उससे एनर्जी आ रही है. आपका सोर्स का है, वहां है. हमारा भी सोर्स वही है. See, we are trying to get energy, trying to get joy, trying to get fulfilled from all these things. These are not the sources of joy. Unfortunately, we never connect to the divine. Ramji क्या बोल रहे हैं? Ramji, your source of joy is that. You are connected to that. You are like that upside down tree. You are connected to that. Your roots are connected to that unmanifest Brahm. You are that unmanifest Brahm. And what happens is, and has existed from time without beginning. The minute we connect like that, right, the upside down tree, where the roots are there, where we don't seek anything from this world. Suppose if we are deriving our water, our energy, everything from that Lord, we'll always be complete, na? We'll be in a position to give. Unfortunately, we are seeking, we are begging from people who don't have their source intact any which ways. जो खुद पूर्ण नहीं है वो हमें क्या पूर्ण करेगा, और अगर हम पूर्ण नहीं है तो हम दूसरों को क्या पूर्ण करेंगे. तो प्रभु संपूर्ण है. Right? So this is that upside down tree. Right? You as the tree of the universe, you are the tree of the universe, which as the Veds and the Tantras declare, have its roots in the unmanifest Brahm, has existed time from the beginning and now. Now the description is so beautiful, which has 4 quotes. Okay? The barks, right? The 4 quotes. What are the barks? What are the 4 quotes? Ulta tree hai. And what are the quotes of the bark? The 4 avasthas, right? Waking state, Jagrat Avastha, dreaming state, Swapna, and sound sleep, Sushupti, and pure impersonal state, Turya Avastha. These are the 4 states, hai na? So waking, see, always there are 4: Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic. But what is the avastha that we want to reach? Gunatit avastha. Ramji is in that Gunatit avastha. He is untouched by Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. We oscillate between Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. And even if we are able to fight against Rajas and Tamas, we hold on to Sattva. ना सब छोड़ना पड़ेगा, तब गुणातीत अवस्था पे पहुंचेंगे. So स्वप्न अवस्था, and this is another topic, but briefly if we see, we are waking. This is the waking state, right? Where we are totally connected to the stool sharir and the things around us. उसके बाद में आता है dream state. When we are sleeping, but that dream state is also very powerful. Many a times when we are awake here and when we sleep, many people find the solutions to many equations and questions in their dreams. So that is the dream state. Usko I'll send the write-up for you to read. There's a beautiful write-up about this. And then a deep sleep state hoti hai, right? Where there is nothing, but there is only rest. A deep sleep. And we are observers of all these 3 states. When we are awake, we know we are awake. All of us know we are awake, right? Right? And when we are sleeping, we say, हाँ आज सोए थे. Today I had a dream. My sleep was not very sound. That is sleeping state, right? And the write-up I'll send for you to read. It is beautiful. And then there is another state which is deep sleep. Viram. Where there's total disconnect. But there is something that is observing that also, right? And we say, aaj to itni achhi neend aayi. Right? We say, right, I slept so well. No dream. I slept at 9 and correct, I got up at 5. I'm feeling so refreshed. The mind stopped working at that time. We were not connected to anything around us. Right? Just imagine, there is a state beyond this. That is a Turya Avastha. Can you imagine the energy one derives when they reach that state? Right? Turya Avastha is very, very beautiful. It is that Avastha of being in our Satchit Anand Swarup, being in the self, in being in that moment, in that me, that I am. So what he's saying, these are the 4 barks, right, of the stem. These are the 4 barks covering it. And now what is it after that? Beyond that, he's saying, there are 6 stems. What are these 6 stems? Again, these 6 stems are existence, right? To be, when there is existence. To come into being, hai na? And then to undergo transformation. To grow, to decay, and to perish. This is a cycle, everything follows, right? These 6 stages is followed by everything. So in this Vriksh, there are the other 6 states of existence that he talks about, which we all follow. And then the beauty is 25 categories. This is a chart which I had shared, Purush and Prakriti. If you remember, I can put it on also. But Purush hai and Prakriti hai. And how are the subdivisions? There are 25. कहते हैं ना 25 तत्व होते हैं. So what are the 25 tattvas? We'll say Purush is different. Then Prakriti आती है, Mahat आता है, Ahamkar आता है, and then we go down. The mind, the 5 sense organs, कर्म इंद्रियां होती हैं, फिर ज्ञान इंद्रियां होती हैं, फिर then the subtle senses and the 5 Mahabhut. Right? All these together is what creation is. You know, this creation in Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran, there are chapter 2 and chapter 3, Sarg and Visarg. When we talk about Sarg, the main creation, this Tattva Bodh, the talk of all the Tattva is come forth. So these 25 Tattva, how did this come into existence? When there was a wavering shift in Kal. जब काल हिला ना, तब ये सब क्रिएट हुआ. उससे पहले क्या था? सिर्फ एंड आप देखेंगे प्रकृति इज डिफरेंट. ऑल दिस प्रपंच दैट वी सी इज प्रकृति. पुरुष इज राइट. इट इज द सोल एंड द कॉन्शियसनेस. एंड दिस इज अ वेरी डीप टॉपिक ऑफ डिस्कशन. मे बी विल टेक इट अगेन समटाइम्स. सो दे आर सेइंग ओवर हियर, व्हाट इज इट? 25 तत्व, 25 तत्वस, राइट? 6 barks, 25 boughs, all the stems. These are the 25 tattvas. And what are the numberless leaves and flowers? ये जो पत्तियां दिखती है ना, they're numberless leaves. And what are these numberless leaves? These are the desires. Right? Over here, they have given the description. These 25 leaves, after this 25 boughs, and then countless desires are the numberless leaves. Right? And the numerous actions, right, to attain these desires are the flowers. Ulta hai? So these countless desires are the leaves. And what are the flowers? The actions that are being done to attain these desires. And क्या होता है इसका result क्या होता है? Twofold होता है. Everything is only twofold results, right? ज़्यादा नहीं है. We feel, how is it possible? There are multiple results. No. Desire accomplish करने के लिए action, and the result is either we are happy or we are sad. There is nothing else. There are only two, right? There is only two, pleasure and pain. There are only two. ज़्यादा नहीं है. There is not too much to play around with in our lives. When we get something, we are happy. When we don't, pain. We get a temporary happiness. When we want more, then again there is pain. कहते हैं ना, कभी धूप कभी छाँव. Kabhi happy, kabhi sad. There is not much to this life. Either this or that, both are temporary, because that eternal joy we don't reach any which ways. So this is the beautiful tree of creation that he is talking about, right? And then what does he say? And Ved mein ye kya bolte hain? Let those. Now the entire description is given, bittersweet, which has a creeper. There is a creeper which is going through it. What is this creeper? This is Maya. The creeper that is engulfing everything is Maya. So, Lord hai, all this thing that is happening, the prapanch that is happening, the creation that is happening, and saath mein there is a creeper that is going around, and that is Maya. Now, what is he saying after this? All that which is said is done. Let those who meditate on Brahm as unborn and one without a second, only, who is perceptible only through intuition, and as beyond the ken of your mind and visible form, mind, preach and believe like that. कोई बात नहीं. Now this description ऐसा है. There is that divine which is unseeable. कहते हैं ना, एक साकार है, एक निराकार है. So this description is being given of that निराकार form. The Veds are talking about that निराकार. हम बोलते हैं ना कि निराकार भक्ति निराकार है, उसका कोई form नहीं है. So the Veds are saying, yes, this is the gist of that निराकार. But O all merciful, O my noble virtue, this is the boon we ask of you. Now what are the Veds asking? After all this description of the tattva, the desires, the the unending, total divine Brahm, that upside down tree, that Maya, sab kuch bata diya. But ultimately the Veds bow down. And what do they say? All we want, may we love your feet, casting off all thoughts, words and deeds. कहते हैं ना कि कोई बात नहीं. It does not matter, these things, if we go into the depth of it, we feel कि what is this, कभी कभी ऐसा लगता है ना, when we start talking about all this, it becomes really dry. So Veds understand, they say छोड़ो, you just focus on the Lord's feet. We also just want to focus on the Lord's feet. And कहते हैं ना, वो जो निराकार है ना, वो साकार हो जाता है भक्तों के आंगन में. It's a beautiful song. कि निराकार साकार हो गया भक्तों के आंगन में. So in spite of all this, they are standing in front of Sri Ram. They are describing that Nirakar, but saying that may we have devotion in thought, word and deed to your feet, O Ram, in the Sakar form. Veds sing his glory and they venture off, right? And now Shivji cannot stay behind. If we have already actually crossed the time. So we will take the Shiv Stuti next week. And at that time, Shivji cannot wait. So he comes, right? अब जब शिवजी आते हैं ना, Ved glorified the Lord. They asked for bhakti for themselves. But when Shivji comes, he says one thing very beautifully. Just the first two lines we'll take and then we'll continue next week. Jai Ram, कहते हैं ना, Jai Ram Rama Ramanam Shamanam Bhavatap Bhayakul Pahi Janam Avadesh Suresh रमेश विभो शरणागत मांगत पाही प्रभो। तो सबसे पहले जब शिव जी आते हैं ना, देखिए द डिफरेंस बिटवीन अस एंड शिव जी इज वी आर शव एंड ही इज शिव, बिकॉज शिव, वाई शिव, he is able to come to the Lord and take शरणागति। कंप्लीट शरणागति जब तक नहीं है तब तक हम शव ही हैं। Only Shiv has the capacity to take complete Sharanagati and rest in complete peace. And that is when he starts, Hail to you, Ram, right? Ram, Sita's spouse. And who says that, in all our scriptures, women are glorified. है ना? Siya Ram है, Radhe Sham है. It is not the other way around anywhere. And जब one word ही बोलना है ना, आप राधे राधे करोगे. Because you know, the minute you say Radha, Krishna will come on his own. So it is always so beautiful that our scripture glorify the divine feminine power, right? Because वही तो माँ है, वही प्रकृति है. Purush is a drishta. Everything that we see is prakriti, right? So he's saying Ram, Sita's spouse, reliever of afflictions of the worldly existence. I do not know, is it something that we are missing out, that we do not know, that they know? Because every time they talk about the world, they talk about afflictions, they talk about taap, they talk about agony, they talk about मतलब परेशानी. पर हम अपन, I do not know what, हम इतने रमे हुए किस चीज में हैं? When there is constant sorrow associated with the world, why aren't we able to see it? ऐसा क्या है जो शिव जी को दिख रहा है जो हमें नहीं दिख रहा? ऐसा क्या है जो वेदों को दिख रहा है जो हमें नहीं दिख रहा? ये ताप की नगरी है, हमें नहीं समझ आ रहा. Because we are in the Maya Jal. There is a patti that Maya has tied over our eyes. So Shivji Bhi starts his prayer like this. Hail to you, Ram, Ram, Sita's spouse, reliever of the afflictions of the worldly existence. Protect this servant. Because this is a prayer of protection. है ना? ये prayer is totally, ये जो हम लोग करते हैं ना, ये शिव जी की स्तुति. And Bajrang Baan is the prayer of protection. He says, protect the servant who is obsessed with fear of transmigration. मैं थक गया हूं, मतलब मैं भयभीत हूं कि वापस जन्म ना लेना पड़ जाए. किसी को ऐसा डर लगता है क्या? You know, yesterday I was sitting with the little one, Gauri, and she said, now I have a few questions, and that is a traumatizing situation. She said, what is the point of life? What is the point of running this race? What is the point of doing this? What is the point of doing that? Okay, scripture says, so what is, how do you know? How do they know? How do you know that they know? Matlab, endless questions. And then you have to say, I probably don't know, but it is what I feel that makes a difference, right? So these, and then what is the use? The use is that have we been able to put the seed of curiosity in our minds or not? Because ज्ञान तो कभी पूरा कोई दे ही नहीं सकता, किसी के पास में पूरा ज्ञान है ही नहीं. जब वेद ही बोलते हैं कि मुझे नहीं पता, तो और किसी को क्या पता? बट पता करने की इच्छा है क्या आप में? Have we been able to invoke, awaken that desire to know? So then when she asked, what is the use? Your questioning is that I have been successful and that is where my work ends. When you ask, why? Kyun? You will reach the answer. Right? So this is what the scriptures are saying. Ki, have you been able to understand कि this transmigration is not something that we sought. We want liberation. हमें वापस आना ही नहीं है. ये जो है ना मृत्यु, इसे मृत्यु लोक ही बोलते हैं ना. अभी तो सामने मृत्यु तांडव करते हुए भी दिखती है. तो मृत्यु लोक में किसको आना है? Nobody wants to come again and again. So he's saying, I am obsessed with the fear of transmigration of King of Ayodhya, ruler of God, Lord of Lakshmi, all-pervading master. Having fled to you for refuge, I implore you, pray extend your protection to me. Pray extend your protection to me. अब तो छुटकारा दो प्रभु. I have come to surrender myself. Right? क्यों? राम. And this is the beautiful Ram Stuti sung by Lord Shiv, which we will try to complete in the next session. We were supposed to do Bajrang Baan, but we have already overshot, right? So I have already shared it. आप लोग ज़रूर उस बजरंग बाण को सुनिएगा और पढ़िएगा. Next week we'll chant the Bajrang Baan before the session. And the power of Bajrang Baan is Bajrang Baan. It is a Hanumanji Stuti, which it is very beautiful, very, very strong. क्योंकि उसमें if you see ना, if you read the Stuti, the way it is being chanted is very different, right? And it is like a weapon. Bajrang Baan, right? Sankat Mochan, Hanuman Chalisa, ये सब है. But Bajrang Baan is a weapon of protection. So that is, it is shared and it is very beautifully sung in that audio. ज़रूर सुनिएगा. तो and the beauty is कि when Ram ji is there, Sita ji is there, the lords are doing stuti, and Hanuman ji is standing guard. Right? That is the beauty that we all crave, right? हमें और क्या चाहिए? ये मिल जाए तो. So we'll continue in the next session, and there is a lot of climax that we have to break because suddenly everybody will get disheartened because हमने बाकी रामायणों में बहुत कुछ और पढ़ा हुआ है, कुछ ज़्यादा है नहीं अब, राइट? चलिए, जय श्री राम, जय श्री कृष्ण, जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान, जय हनुमान.